Hello programmers. Today in this tutorial I'm going to quickly show you how to build a multi-file program using Coder's Basilisk and also how to use includes and all that, right? So standard project structure, right? We have our .cbas underscore config, which just says where to get the standard library, right? This basically is where system includes are going to be redirected. This include right here redirects, this include right here redirects to this folder, you know, which again is relative to where we're invoking from the compiler, right? These are the two CBAS files, right, in the project. Main.cbas holds the main function, and lib.cbas implements some methods here along with a function. Lib.hbas has the class defined here as well as some method predeclarations. This function predeclaration at an inline function. Then we just have some function, some code to build the project, right? CBAS, main.b, CBAS, main.c, CBAS, lib.cbas, lib.c, cc, star.c, -03, -frapv, right? You know, for extra security, we could do -standard equals GNU. Actually, I think we GNU 11 is actually the one we want because there are some features of Coder's Basilisk like atomic that I don't think you can use with GNU 99, right? We aren't using them in this project, but in principle, GNU 11 should be the proper standard. So anyway, let's do /build/build.sh. This should build just fine, right? Okay, and that should have produced lib.c and main.c. Let's quickly look at those. Main.c. So this is main.c, right? It exports the entire standard library along with our thing, right? So everything above here, right? We basically don't need to look at in terms of functions, right? There's the global variables are defined up here somewhere anyway, but this is the C code. Here you can see our pre-declared methods and functions, right? They're declared extern in the C code. This is the inline function, vec4i dot right here. And then here's the main function, right? And you can read this when it's pushed to the repository. And similarly for lib.c, right? Now I did not demonstrate variables, but I can show you that, right? Let's pre-declare a variable. Predecl int my cool variable. Right, now, we'll declare it an int, and then we'll define it in lib.cbas. Int variable. Then we're going to set my cool variable. Actually, no. Let's set it inside of lib.cbas, right? My cool variable equals 29. Right? And since it's pre-declared, we can reference it here. That's fine. We can also omit the semicolon because return is here, which starts a new statement. So this semicolon was not necessary, just as a demonstration, right? And then we're going to print my cool variable. And actually, let's print it here too. And let's set my cool variable for 3,000, yeah, and that way this will set it to something, set it to negative. This should build, unless I made a mistake. Define reference to CBAS my cool variable. Did I seriously make an issue here? Let's look at this. Oh, it's declared static. Oh, idiot. I need to declare it public. Okay. Public. Notice where I'm placing the keyword here. Right, okay, so let's rebuild it. I forgot to declare it public, guys. I forgot to declare it public. Okay. Let's enter 4 integer arguments. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see here, it prints out the cool variable here, 3000 bar, length is 30, which is here, bar, by the way, this is part of my debug printout language, right? And calls cool function, which returns 37. Cool function runs this code, and then here's my cool variable. Anyway, so this is how you use methods and functions between compilation units, right? And similarly, this is how you write header files, right? And I just want to show you guys this. We are actually recursively include this header file inside of itself, right? But because of this guard, this include never happens in the second include, right? Similarly, we can do something like this, right? You know, and this will work just fine. You know, because it's completely fine, right? But if I remove this guard, now it'll complain at us. And let's remove the recursive thing. See, now it's complaining struct name already in use. See, because it's including this multiple times. So what the guard statement does is it basically does what that classic if def trick does, right? And we can rebuild it now. You know how in C you very often like if def my library H, you know, don't include the compilation unit, right? But anyway, similarly, if we do this, this is gonna complain at us. Include level maximum exceeded in file lib.hbas line 3, right here, right? This this you know is infinite recursion, right? But with the guard, it's fine. So this is how you do. This is how you write a library for Coder's Basilisk. I just wanted to demonstrate this in a tutorial. I think I'm going to call this tutorial like 4.5 or something. I think 4 is the last one that I made, right? And then so this one should be 4.5. How to write libraries, right? I might call this tutorial 5 actually. I'm not sure. The thing is, in my list of things to do in the tutorial series, I did say that writing libraries was. Look at the writing libraries in more advanced code. Yeah, so I should probably make this episode 5 and not 4.5. You guys already know that. But anyway, so this is, I guess there's nothing really to talk about the structure of this project, right? It should be fairly obvious. This is our main file here, main.cbas. We compile it into main.c, you know, main.c here, and the lib.cbas gets compiled into lib.c, right? As is in build.sh. You know, the second argument here is the name of the file that this will compile into, right? That's how the 2C code generator works. Then we use the C compiler to build the two together, right? star.c-03 frapv. This just makes it so that signed integer wraparound is defined. And then standard equals GNU 11, you know, and that's just standard, right? Anyway, I'm going to push this to Codeberg really quick. I was listening to some music. Let's make a new repository. Tutorial 5, library demo, right? How to write libraries and multi-file projects. Coder's Basilisk. Targeting C. Create repository. Okay, let's do this. Git init branch -m main. Add dot git commit -m init. Git remote add origin. Git at codeberg.org:gex/ this. Right. Now it should be pushed to the. Oh crap! We pushed a dot out. We shouldn't have done that. Let me delete a dot out and cpe // There we go. So now the license is in here. So this is public domain. So this will be in the description, right? There's not, once again, if you're familiar with C, this should all be very obvious to you. You should understand very clearly how this works. You should understand, based on the previous tutorials, what the public keyword is doing, why that's essential. You should also understand that predecl is basically the equivalent of extern. You know that in C, you can actually declare an object extern even if it's declared in the same compilation unit. It's totally valid, at least in all C compilers I've used, to my recollection. So, you know, predecl is basically just means extern. It's just, you know, I think predecl is actually a better name because it's like, it's more explicit what it's doing. It's pre-declaring an object, right? Or it's a variable or a function or a method, right? And notice, by the way, that we have to say method or fn before we have this stuff, right? And obviously, by the way, this would also, you could also do this with data statements. You could have a data statement which is declared predecl public. In fact, let's demonstrate that really quick. Data public predecl. We're gonna. To be frank, I'm actually testing this for the first time, right? I actually don't know if this will work. So, you know, let's not predecl this here. And now let's have the data, right? 7, 8, 99, 24. Now let's print these out. For I equals 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus. Print. Of I. There we go. This should work. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, then okay. Then you're gonna find out how I debug things. Okay, hold on. What's this? Data statement requires type name or keyword. Oh shit. Can you not pre-declare a data statement? Hold on. I'm going to tab .. slash. Do I allow pre-declaring a data statement? Is predecl? Yeah, I do. Do I literally never check for it? You know what it is? I never check for the pre. Oh no, I do. I do. Predecl. Okay, so why isn't it working? Okay. What line is it complaining on? Line 15 of lib.hbas, column 21. This is an identifier. Oh, we need to, fuck. Okay, it requires a type name. Idiot. Idiot. This should work. The 2C code generator does not support data statement prefixes. Oh, I forgot that, right? So apparently in this, I do not actually support, I don't support data statement predeclarations. I forgot that. I forgot that I left that out of the 2C code generator, right? I'm going to have to add that at some point, yeah. You know, I wonder why I didn't include it. So anyway, so apparently you can't pre-declare data statements. I didn't remember that. It's kind of embarrassing, right? But anyway, that is kind of embarrassing. You know? So pre-declared data statements aren't supported by the 2C code generator. I'm going to have to add that feature later. Should build though. So you can't pre-declare data statements. I forgot that. it's just a feature I need to add to the 2C code generator, and then it would work. I think it's 126. Yeah, so anyway, this is the demo, right? Why didn't I implement pre-declared data statements, right? Anyway, that isn't here or there, right? Let's just rebuild, and I'm going to repush to the repository. I thought so it's implemented in the language. It's just I haven't implemented it into the code, the 2C code generator. You can tell, guys, by the way, that again, it's been a long time since I wrote the 2C code generator. Length is 4. Okay, and so apparently you can't do that. The tutorial is over now. Let's now go into the Coder's Basilisk source code. The 2C code generator does not support data statement predeclarations. Yeah, weird, right? So you know, I could just like oh yeah, that's right, because we don't know the array length. That's why. Okay, I see, right. So the reason that I don't support pre-declared data statements in the 2C code generator is that if you pre-declare a data statement, you don't know how long the array has to be, so you can't pre-declare it. So that's the issue, right? Yeah, so that's why that's not supported. I forgot that. So that's why that is. That's the reason. Yeah, so that's the reason you cannot pre-declare a data statement with the 2C code generator. And this is a limitation of the 2C code generator. This is not a limitation of Coder's Basilisk. It's a limitation of the C programming language, to be honest. Anyway, that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.